Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Backlash pay-per-view kickoff show results and results for the pay-per-view itself. Backlash kickoff pre-show opened up with Renee Young welcoming us to the All-State Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, joined in by Peter Rosenberg and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T. Rosenberg talked about being here for NXT TakeOver Chicago last night, and Booker talked about how rowdy the Chicago fans get. He predicted that this will be an awesome night. Renee sent us to Dasha Fentez backstage in the social media lounge. She plugged tonight's hashtags and will be joined in by Sami Zayn. Fans can submit questions with the hashtag AskSammy. And we'll get a video hyping Shinsuke Nakamura's SmackDown TV debut tonight. I get it. That's pay-per-view. We go back to the panel and they discuss Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. Booker praises Nakamura and says his entrance alone is worth the price of admission. Rosenberg says Nakamura has to get a win because of the hype. The announcer plugged the WWE Network and the rest of the card. We see a segment from earlier in the week with Ty Dillinger and Aiden English. Which set up tonight's pre-show match. Back to the panel, and James Ellsworth is out. James talks about how the welcoming committee has been dominated lately and how they're confident about tonight's six-woman match. Ellsworth's goal is to get Carmella a SmackDown Women's title shot and her recent pins on Naomi. Ellsworth ends up leaving the panel as the fans boo him. Rosenberg predicts the welcoming committee will win. We take another break and we'll come back to this discussion on Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Booker predicts Sami while Peter goes with Corbin. Renee agrees with Booker. We get a promo for tonight's SmackDown Tag Team title match next. Eric Rowan comes walking out and everything gets quiet. Booker compliments Rowan on his new mask. It's Vader style. It's got hoses around going into the mouth. Rowan just creeps everyone out and leaves without saying anything. Rosenberg then predicts the Usos will retain tonight, and Booker agrees as well. Dasha's backstage with Dolph Ziggler. He cuts another promo on Nakamura and their match tonight. Ziggler says Nakamura will not deliver tonight. But he will. Ziggler reveals that they will be opening the pay-per-view. Ziggler says he's going to put on a clinic and beat the living hell out of Nakamura. Ziggler says he feels really bad for all the fans who can't wait to chant Nakamura's name, even worse than that for Nakamura. We get a promo for tonight's U.S. title match, and Rosenberg predicts it will be the match of the night. As I am saying the same thing. It was the match of the night. Booker calls it a dream match, and they say it will be a hell of a night. Booker predicts Owens to retain, but Rosenberg goes with AJ. We go backstage to social media lounge with Dasha Fentez and Sami Zayn for some fan questions. Sami mentions how he's wanted to get into the ring with Baron Corbin for a while. We go back to the panel, and Renee hypes the pre-show match and sends us to a break. Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English was your pre-show match. Back for the break, Tom Phillips welcomes us. He's joined in by JBL and Byron Saxton. Fans start booing as Aiden English makes his way out with a microphone and the spotlight. English sings and takes a shot at Chicago as the fans' boos continue. English goes to perform an encore, but Ty Dillinger's music interrupts, and out he comes to a pop. And the perfect 10s in the crowd. Bell rings and we get some stalling. Fans boo English and pops for Ty. They lock up and go at it. English takes Dillinger down first. They tangle and trade holds, but Dillinger gets the upper hand and taunts English as a perfect 10 chance start up again. English decks him with a take it to the corner. English mounts Ty in the corner and talks some trash, but it backfires. English then sets up, pulling Dillinger into the top rope as Ty was arguing with the referee. English runs back in with a neck breaker as he keeps control of Ty. English wastes some time, but launches himself into the tie in the corner. English poses as the fans boo as we get to take a break. Back for the break, and English is in control, keeping Ty grounded in the middle of the ring. Fans try to rally for Ty now as English gets knees up before taking Ty back down. English sings while he has Ty grounded. Ty flies out and gets a 2 count. Ty with an atomic drop and then chops. Ty kicks English in the face and nails a flying forearm. Ty with more offense, and as the crowd pops, Dillinger mounts English in the corner. Up, they unloads, and fans count to 10. Dillinger drops the D-pad, but English rolls to the floor to escape. And I'm cooking queso at this point. English ends up suckering Ty in and dropping him over the top rope. English goes up to the top, but Ty brings him to the mat. Well, I realized I was out of left my sausage and hamburger meat at work in the freezer, so I had to go to Walmart and get some. Luckily, it's only like 5 minutes away. Dillinger goes back up, misses a top rope splash in the corner, and English then drops Ty on his face for a 2 count. English gets frustrated and starts crying like he did a few weeks ago. English talks of trash and scoops Ty for a slam. English goes back to the top but misses on the way down. Ty sidesteps as English charges and hits the tiebreaker for the win. After the match, Dillinger stands tall as a perfect 10 chance for the crowd pop up. We go back to the panel for the network plugs. Eric Rowan comes back and takes a seat this time. He places a sack on the table. He pulls his mask out and tries to put Rosenberg's headset onto it, but it won't stay on. Rowan puts the sheep mask on and stares at Renee, and she asks about his game plan for tonight's match with Luke Harper. Rowan creeps Rosenberg out again before just walking away. The panel discusses tonight's main event next, and Renee leads us to the video package, and that's it for the pre-show. 2017 Backlash pay-per-view opens up with a video package. I haven't made it back from the store yet. Thanks to Robert and Ashley came over, updated me on the first match. And what have you. They said it was just starting as I was coming in. We're live from the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. As the pyro goes off, Tom Phillips welcomes us. He's joined in by JBL and Byron Saxon. First matchup, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. We go right to the ring. Out comes Dolph Ziggler. As Philip shows us some of the international announce team at ringside, Ziggler waits as fans start chanting for his opponent. Lights go out and they pop. Music finally hits and out comes Shinsuke Nakamura to a big pop for his in-ring SmackDown pay-per-view debut. Fans chant Nakamura's name as they face off before the bell. Ziggler goes for Nakamura's legs to start off the match, like back and forth action before breaking. They lock up and go to a corner. Ziggler nails a cheap shot to the face. Nakamura comes back with a shot to the gut. They trade holds and again, and Ziggler takes control, taking Nakamura down by his arm. Nakamura turns around and works on Ziggler's arm. Nakamura mushes Ziggler in the face. Nakamura then tells him to bring it. Ziggler charges, but takes a knee to the gut. Nakamura with a knee drop. Ziggler goes out for a breather, but Nakamura brings him back in. Ziggler catches Nakamura with a neck breaker. Ziggler with a cheap shot. Ziggler takes Nakamura down, keeps him grounded in the middle of the ring. Nakamura gets up and charges, but Ziggler nails a drop kick for a 2 count. Ziggler gets to the bottom rope and breaks the hold. Ziggler counters again and drops Nakamura with a DDT for a close 2 count. Fans chant for Nakamura. More back and forth. Ziggler blocks the Kinshasa and goes to hit the Famouser for a 2 count. Ziggler poses and gets booed. Ziggler cranks up for the super kick, but it's blocked. Nakamura gets blocked. And Ziggler hits a zigzag for a close 2 count. More counters between the two. Nakamura with a knee to drop Ziggler, and then a kick to the back of the neck. Ziggler counters the exploder suplex again and super kicks Nakamura in the back of the neck. Ziggler crawls over and covers for a 2 count. More back and forth action. Nakamura drops Ziggler with a knee to the face. Nakamura then goes up top for the Kinshasa, but Ziggler moves out of the way. Ziggler misses a super kick himself. Nakamura finally hits the inverted exploder. Fans pop as Nakamura prepares to put Ziggler away. Nakamura nails the Kinshasa for the win. After the match, Nakamura celebrates as his music hits and fans sing along. We go to replays. Nakamura bows and makes his exit, greeting the fans on their way to the back. Back from the break, we see AJ Styles backstage warming up. Thanks to for my roommates joining in right after this match. They enjoyed their first pay-per-view with me. Thank you, Sean and Taryn, who has announced their engagement. They hype the next match and lead us to the latest Fashion Files video from last Tuesday's SmackDown, which is a SmackDown Tag Team title match, Breezango versus Usos. We go to ring. Out comes Title Breeze with Fandango as Greg Hamilton makes the formal ring introductions. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, were out next. Jimmy Uso starts off with Fandango. Fandango with a head lock. After striking first, Fandango ducks a clothesline and then takes Uso down with a head scissor. Breeze tags in next, still wearing a janitor disguise. It's the Marx Brothers look. The fake mustache and the glasses. And holding a mop. Remember Moppy? There you go. The fan chant for him to mop. Breeze has comedy here as Uso goes down with trying to charge at him. Breeze keeps Jimmy away with a mop. Jimmy then tags in and also Breeze with a right hand. Jay snaps the mop in two as the fans boo. Poor Moppy. Jay climbs to the top for a splash, but Breeze rolls out of the way. Jay comes back down and climbs to the other top turnbuckle. Breeze rolls again. Then Jay climbs back down off the top rope and goes for another corner, but Breeze rolls again. And then again, Breeze suckers Jay in and nails a big kick for a close 2 count. Fandango tags in for a bit of double teaming. Jay decks him and knocks Breeze off the apron. Jimmy tags in and works over Fandango now. Fandango stops a roll up and dances over Uso's face. Rick Rude style. You know, the swivel hips. Fandango with a leg drop and then a 2 count. Fandango keeps Uso grounded. Breeze comes back to the apron and he's wearing another disguise. This time as an old lady with a cane. Fan chant, "Let's go Grandma," as Breeze tags in. Jay nails her to boos, but Breeze comes right back for a pop. Grandma Breeze with a Bronco Buster. Usos come right back with a big kick as the Uso took back control. Uso tosses the nightgown onto JBL. Uso ends up going for a splash, but hits the turnbuckle as Breeze moves out of the way. Fandango gets a tag and unloaded on both of the tag team champions. Uso blocked the shot, but Fandango kicked him in the head for a close 2 count. Jay misses another splash in the corner. Fandango with a DDT for another close pin attempt. Breeze tags in and a double team Uso but he counters and fights back. Jimmy tags in and hit a double team on Breeze, but he kicks out. More back and forth. Breeze gets a very close 2 count on Jay with an unprettier. The Usos end up sending Breeze over the barrier into the crowd after he leaps off the apron onto him. Fandango comes off the apron and takes Uso out. Fandango brings him back in the ring, goes to the top, but Jay pushes him off and Jimmy kicks him for the pin and a win. After the match, Usos recover and take their titles and we go to replays. Breezango recovering in the ring and rolls out of the ring as the Usos leave with the titles. Back from the break, announcers hype the next match before sending us to the ring. Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. We go to the ring. Out comes Sami to a pop. Tom introduces some of the other international teams that wasn't announced earlier. Baron Corbin was out next. Back and forth start. Sami sends Corbin to the floor to recoup. Sami runs the ropes for a dive, but is forced to put the brakes on. Corbin comes back in and kicks Sami, then takes him to the corner. Sami fights in front of the apron and drop kicks Corbin out of the ring. Corbin pulls Sami to the floor and decks him. Sami jumps onto the barrier and then comes crashing down on Corbin. They bring him back in the ring and Sami works Corbin over in the corner. Corbin powers up and rams Sami into another corner. Corbin stops on Sami's lower back now. Corbin with a backbreaker. Sami tries to fight back after More offense from Corbin, but Corbin catches him with a bear hug. Sammy tries to make a comeback, but the hug is locked in again. Sammy ends up dumping Corbin over the top in front of the announce table. Sammy goes to the top himself, but Corbin comes back inside the ring. Sammy comes down from the top. Corbin catches Sammy in a big spine buster for a 2 count. Fan chanting with the Olay. As Corbin keeping him down, and Sammy yells at Sammy to stay down as the fans boo. Corbin decks Sammy again and poses over him as the fans booing continue. Sammy manages to catch Corbin with a clothesline out of nowhere. Sammy with another clothesline. Sammy keeps control and nails the crossbody from the top for a 2 count. Corbin with a shot to the throat. Corbin then slides under the bottom rope and runs back into the ring with a big clothesline. Corbin with a clothespin attempt. Corbin with more offense than Sammy, focusing on the lower back of Sammy, which Sammy counters a move, but Corbin catches him with a backbreaker for another 2 count. Corbin goes up top for a superplex, but Sammy fights him. Then Sammy nails a sunset flip powerbomb to Corbin, who kicks out at 2. Fan chant for Sammy as he gets up. Corbin hits him, but runs into an elbow. Sammy goes for the big DDT out of the corner. Tornado DDT style, but Corbin stops it with power. Sammy then tries to catch Corbin in the exploder suplex, but Corbin overpowers him again. Sammy with a roll-up for a closed 2 count. Corbin catches Sammy with a deep 6 for another closed 2 count. As that move was so predicted, Corbin gets frustrated and stomps away on Sammy. Corbin with a forearm to the head to get his momentum. Corbin with more stomp as the referee warns him. You got a 5 count when you're on the ropes. Corbin charges, but Sammy sends him through the ropes to the floor. Sammy looks to ready for a dive, but Corbin runs back in the ring. Sammy boots him and follows up with a haluva kick for the win out of nowhere. I was calling that from the get-go during the match. After the match, Sammy stood tall as his music plays. We get a replay to come back to Sammy having his arm raised as the fans cheer. Tom shows us a video of Ember Moon, Brendan Williams, Zack Ryder, and Xavier Woods playing Rocket League for Woods' Up, Up, Down, Down channel. Well, Ember Moon was kind of looking like Naomi, dressed the same. The game is a sponsor for tonight's pay-per-view, by the way. A limousine pulls up in the back, and the Singh brothers get out with a carpet. Yeah, they're out with a carpet. They're not in a limo. They're in just another car that led them to Jinder Mahal getting out of the white limo. They place it outside of the car. This is their version of the red carpet, by the way. As Jinder Mahal exits, comes out of the door, Dasha approaches him for comments, but he puts a hand and talks to the hand. And starts ripping on Chicago. I'm in Chicago? Like he's surprised. And Jinder says they hate him for the way he looks and talks. Jinder is going to take that hatred and turn it into goodness. Something positive. Something spiritual. Something almost holy. Jinder says he is truly a peaceful man, but once he's provoked, he becomes an animal. Jinder says he will turn everyone into believers tonight as the entire world will witness what the 1.3 billion people of India already know. That he is the modern day Maharaja, and now he will speak to his people in Punjabi. And by the way, Jinder Mahal is actually from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch versus Carmella, Tamina, and Natalya. We go to ring. Out comes James Ellsworth. He takes a mic to announce his girl, Carmella. Tamina was out next, followed by Natalya. Becky Lynch was out next for her team. Charlotte was out next as the welcoming committee looked on from ringside. SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi was out next. Tamina started things off with Becky, and they go at it. Tamina overpowered to start. Becky tries to use her speed, but Tamina headbutted her into the corner. Natalya tagged in for some double teaming. Becky rolled Natalya up for a close 2 count. Becky took control and tagged in Charlotte as the fans do the woo chants. They trade holds and Natalya slams Charlotte. Natalya taunts her opponents as fans boo. Charlotte rolls her up for a 2 count. Charlotte with more offense and some trash talking to her other opponents. Carmella and Tamina distract Charlotte, allowing Natalya to drop her. Tamina then tags in and works over Charlotte. Carmella tags in as they keep Charlotte down in their corner with frequent tags. Carmella counters the slam and drops Charlotte by her hair for a close 2 count. Charlotte and Carmella tangle. Charlotte sends her into the turnbuckle. Naomi gets a hot tag and springboards in with a crossbody on Carmella. Naomi unloads and kicks on Carmella, dropping her with a kick to the face. Tamina provides a distraction but gets decked, allowing Carmella to turn around on Naomi. Carmella talks trash and works Naomi over as Carmella with a Bronco Buster and then a 2 count. Tamina then tags back in and keeps Naomi grounded. More tags on Naomi as they take control. Naomi looks to tag Becky, but can't reach her because Carmella pulls her off the apron. Tamina with a small drop on Naomi. Natalya with more offense on Naomi herself. Naomi finally gets a counter in and makes a tag to Becky. Becky unloads on all 3 opponents and rocks Natalya with uppercuts. Becky with a exploder on Natalya. Becky with a straight fire on Natalya for the 2 count. Becky goes to the top, but Tamina comes over on the apron. Becky sends her to the floor. Natalya goes for a sharpshooter, but Becky turns it into the disarmer in the middle of the ring. Carmella breaks it as Charlotte comes in and dumps Carmella. Tamina then super kicks Charlotte. Tamina drops Naomi with a headbutt, and the referee's orders her out of the ring. Becky and Natalya trade moves. Tamina comes in, but Becky drops her. Natalya takes advantage and applies a sharpshooter on Becky in the middle of the ring as Becky taps out. And Natalya actually had to move to the side of her, but Becky stood still tapped out. After the match, welcoming committee regrouped on the ramp as Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky look on from the ring. We go to replays. Announcers lead us to a video for tonight's U.S. title match, which is up next, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. We go to the ring. Out first comes AJ, and I predicted this to be the match of the night because Randy Orton should have put him away in about 4 or 5 minutes. That was my squash match prediction. But if they won, if Jinder would have won, it would be by outside interference. That was just my prediction. We go to the ring. Out first comes AJ to a big pop. U.S. champion Kevin Owens out next. Formal ring introductions from Greg Hamilton. Fan chant for AJ before the match even starts. Bell rings and they go at it. Then break up and AJ's fired up. Back and forth. AJ with a quick pin attempt. AJ keeps a headlock applied. They run the ropes and Owens rolls to the floor, avoiding a drop kick. AJ comes out, but Owens gets right back in. Fan chant stupid idiot at Owens as he works Styles over in the ring now. AJ misses a drop kick as Owens pulls the brakes on. And Styles goes on and connects with a drop kick to the mouth. Fan chant AJ's name as they go back and forth. Owens fights out of the corner, but AJ rocks him back. Owens turns it around in the corner, comes off the ropes with a big clothesline for a 2 count. Owens mounts AJ with strikes as Owens keeps control and grounded AJ with a headlock. Ordering the referee to ask if he quits, Owens ends up dropping AJ with a DDT for a 2 count. Owens with 3 sentons for another pin attempt. Owens gets right back to the headlock. Owens keeps control until AJ drops him with a kick to the head. AJ keeps on with a bunch of strikes and running forearm for a 2 count. As AJ gets more offense before dropping Owens face first into the mat for a 2 count. As they go back and forth for a few more minutes, as Owens dodges a moonsault and hits a super kick, then a neck breaker over the knee for a close 2 count. AJ blocked the pop-up powerbomb. They traded shots. Owens sent AJ to the apron and brings him down with the top rope, hot shot style. AJ is down on the floor now. Owens climbs to the top, but AJ cuts him off. AJ goes for a Styles Clash from the apron, as it looked so predictable. As Owens slides out and slams AJ's bad leg into the ring post. Bad leg being the right leg. He falls down and Owens sends him into the steel steps and the barrier. Owens brings it back in and nails the corner cannonball. The referee checks on AJ. Owens wraps AJ's leg around the bottom rope and hits another cannonball onto it. Owens grabs the injured leg and applies a single leg Boston Crab. Owens dragged AJ back in the center of the ring and applies an ankle lock. The hold is broken as AJ made it to the ropes, but AJ is still hurting. Owens takes AJ up for a big move, but AJ turns it into a powerbomb from the top, and both superstars are down. Styles springboards in for the phenomenal forearm, but the leg goes out from underneath him as he falls off the top rope, landing on his leg. Owens then drops AJ for a close 2 count. It's AJ's leg, the actual one that he was balancing on, was the bad leg, and the left leg never got to the top rope to springboard off, so he just slips off. He was trying to do it one-legged. Owens yells at AJ and beat him around the ring. AJ fires back with a Pele kick to the face. AJ makes a comeback, goes to the corner, but Owens countered and brought AJ back to the mat with a big suplex for a close 2 count. Fans chant, "This is awesome!" Now Owens climbs to the top, but AJ rolls under the rope. AJ ends up countering and hitting a suplex on the apron. Owens just falls to the floor in pain, as does AJ. Holy shit breaks out for the crowd. Owens sends AJ over the barrier into the timekeeper's area. AJ comes flying off the barrier with a big forearm. The referee counts as AJ brings Owens on top of the announcer table for a Styles Clash. Owens pulls AJ's leg out, causing him to fall with the leg trapped in the opening from where the monitor was previously at. AJ is stuck. Owens goes back into the ring as AJ is counted out. After the match, Owens takes the title as his music hits. Referee is checking on AJ, still at the ringside announce table. As he's stuck, Owens leaves the ring and super kicks him in the back of the head while he's stuck upside down, kind of like the tree of woe. Owens laughs and clutches his title as he hits to the stage. Fans boo as we get replays of the finish of the match. AJ is finally free from the table, but he's down on the floor as one referee checks on him. Another one comes from the back to help him back up the rampway. He tries to push both referees away, tries to walk on his own, but he's unable to. One referee gets him back to help him to the back as his music is played. Next up, we got Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. Back for the ring, out comes first Luke Harper. Eric Rowan's out next. Back and forth start. Harper looks to take control, but he ends up going into the steel steps. Rowan takes control, hits a drop kick. Rowan sends Harper into the barrier and brings it back in the ring. Rowan drops a splash and counters for 1 count. Rowan keeps Harper grounded. They go to the corner and Rowan with a big shot to the chest. Harper fights back out on the corner. Rowan drop kicks him for a 2 count. Rowan keeps Harper down on the mat again. Fans chant for Harper. Rowan scoops Harper and slams him twice. Rowan smiles and brings Harper over for a pump handle slam into the backbreaker. Rowan floors Harper with a clothesline for another pin attempt. Rowan then goes up to the top for a big splash, but Harper moves and Rowan lands hard. They go back to the floor and Harper floors Rowan. Then slams him to the announce table. Harper gets back into the ring and runs the ropes for a big dive, knocking Rowan between the announce table into the chairs area. Harper brings him back in the ring and nails a senton from the apron. Harper then nails a boot for a 2 count. More back and forth. Harper with a tilt-a-whirl slam for a close 2 count. Rowan comes back and hits a spinning kick. Rowan with a big power bomb for a close 2 count. Rowan unloads on Harper and shows frustration now. Fans boo as Rowan poses. Harper manages to hook Rowan up for a 2 count. They get up and trade shots in the middle of the ring. Harper nails some chops. Rowan with a shot to the gut. Rowan goes for another power bomb, but Harper launches him across the ring. Harper with a super kick to the jaw. Rowan reaches for the sheep mask. Seems like he's getting power, kind of like the Iron from Undertaker. And Kane to hype himself up, but Harper kept the attack going. Harper then dropped Rowan with a discus clothesline for the win. More looked like into a side effect. Winner of the match, Luke Harper. After the match, Harper stood tall, hits the corners as the music plays, back to a break. Now to lead us to the video package for tonight's main event, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. We're going to ring out first comes Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers. WWE Champion Randy Orton was out next. Hamilton does the formal ring introductions before the match. Orton interrupts the introductions and unloads on Jinder in the corner. Orton goes wild and sends Jinder into the floor. He ends up tossing Jinder over the announcer table as the Singh brothers scatter. Orton pounds on Jinder on top of the table. Fans chant for Orton. Orton brings it back in the ring. Referees try to restore order and ask Jinder if he wants to continue. Jinder is then furious. Bell finally rings and Orton goes right back to work. Jinder missed the clothesline but blocks the RKO. Jinder goes to the floor for a breather, but Orton chases and clotheslines him. Jinder ends up pulling Orton's shoulder first into the apron, which apparently injured his shoulder because he was supporting that shoulder the rest of the match. As he's been thrown into the LED board on the ring post and turning it around, Jinder brings it back in the ring and applies a submission to focus on the shoulder. Jinder keeps control and keeps Orton grounded. Fans do dueling chants for Jinder now. Orton counters off the ropes and drops Jinder. Orton starts the stomping on with a Orton starts the stomping, then Orton with a European uppercut. Blocked the backslide, but Jinder drops him by his arm drag. Jinder with a running knee drop to the chest for a pin attempt, which actually sucked. Didn't even look like he hit him from the side of the view that the camera was on. Orton comes back in and sends Jinder to the floor. Orton slams Jinder on top of the announce table. Referee is counting as Orton brings Jinder back in the ring. Jinder kicks Orton and stomps away as Orton tries to roll in. Jinder keeps Orton grounded again. Jinder goes back to focusing on the shoulder as the referee checks on Orton. Orton finally breaks it and moves out of the corner as Jinder charges and hits the ring post. Orton ends up going for a superplex in the ring. Mahal fights him off and sends him to the mat. Jinder then gets crotch on the top. Orton climbs up and nails the superplex. Orton is slow to make the cover, selling his shoulder, and Jinder kicks out at 2. They both get up and trade shots in the middle of the ring. Orton unloads and nails a power slam, scoop slam. Orton sells the arm injury, shoulder injury, and runs into an elbow in the corner. Orton scoops Jinder, hits a modified follow-away slam for a 2 count. Jinder then nails Orton and hits a neck breaker for a 2 count. Orton catches Jinder in a back breaker. Jinder rolls outside to the apron. Orton gets up, grabs Jinder for the second rope draping DDT. Orton nails it and gets up pacing. Orton hits the mat and ready for the RKO. Well, the Singh brothers pull Jinder from the ring. Orton follows and comes from behind both Singh brothers, and Singh brothers yell at him. Orton smacks one brother and kicks the other. He tosses one into one barrier and then another one into the apron. Jinder took advantage and attacked Orton. And then Jinder rolled Orton into the ring and followed up. But Orton nailed the RKO out of nowhere. Singh brothers then pulled Jinder back out of the ring again before Orton could get the pin. And the fans are booing. As the referee could have, should have, would have thrown the Singh brothers out of the match. For the outside interference, Orton tossed one brother over the announce table and then slammed the other one on top of the Spanish announce table. The other brother is driven into another announce table as well, as the fans are popping big for Orton as he's destroying both Singh brothers. Well, Orton then brings one brother into the ring, and then the other one follows. Hits him with double draping DDTs. Jinder comes from behind, from the distraction. And then nails the $1 million dream slam for the win and gets the title. After the match, Jinder takes the WWE title, celebrates on top of the turnbuckles as the fans in the crowd are shocked. Home Alone style. Very similar to what Brock Lesnar did to Undertaker, never losing at WrestleMania. And another reason why I'm boycotting SmackDown and watch the ratings drop. Listen to me, WWE. You suck right now with SmackDown. The ratings are going to drop. You think that's marketable? I don't think so. He ain't got no merchandise. How can he be marketable? Get it right. Immediate rematch on SmackDown. Orton winning the title. That's about the only way I'm going to continue watching SmackDown. And that's it for my results for SmackDown. See what I'm going to be. If you don't know, just call me brothers and sisters.